This is the story. Hey. What up, Nors? Michael? Okay, just looking at the donation list. First up is Fractal Mode. Let's check it out. Fractal. Just bring that up here. Yeah, man, I'm obsessed with the lighting now. I think I should put a couple more of these, well, you can't see them now, but on Instagram I posted a picture of these like floor lamps. I want to put them behind there. I don't like these LEDs, they look like Christmas lights. And I can't seem to find any like diffusers for them. They sell these like conduits that have silicone that go around them, but yeah, that looks like a mission because I have to take them all down again and then put them up. And it's only like specific lengths. I don't think I can get it to fit everywhere I want to put it.
Feedback stream.
frosted sellotape. That's a good shout. I was trying to think, like, because if I put a bit of white paper over it, just plain white paper, it works pretty well. But sitting there with scissors and cutting that up would take like the entire year. Frosted sellotape. Nice. This stuff. Okay. I quite like the melody in this and like the journey it goes on. That's quite nice, and like the chord progression. I think the way you could probably make the biggest improvements would be like focusing on getting the sound design a bit nicer, like cleaner, pluck sounds, maybe with some more automation, and also like freeing up a bit of like negative space. Like a lot of the track is just so much going on like all the time. Like the background is completely full, foreground is full. I think what gives sounds like more power is when you have that like negative space behind them. Maybe just try cleaning that up a bit. And the same thing with the drums, like maybe reference some tracks where you think the drums sound really nice. Like I think Kidnap does his drums really well. Lane 8 obviously is like more simple, but they're still pretty effective for this style. But yeah, otherwise it's nicely composed. Controlling lights through MIDI. Oh, that could be cool. Could sync them to the push. So every time I hit a pad, the lights do something. Or you know how on the push when you change the color of a channel, all the lights in the push change. That'd be cool if the whole studio changed. All right, who's next? Anonymous. Was that... Who was that? Somebody's mentioned... Was it Michael? Yeah, Michael. Okay. Bliss, that's you. Oh, I thought it was Michael. Okay. So, wait, let me just check. Are there two anonymous? Yes, there are. There's one 6 minutes ago, and there's another anonymous 9 hours ago. So I guess that one's Bliss. Let me find Bliss. Bliss? Yeah, that looks right.
Your blood, what matter is it made of? Do you feel its travel?
You should become friends with MXV, because he loves pictures like this. Puts them on all his whips. Just DM him on Instagram. I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
In and out your home. Needle, stitching up the big holes. You prepare for battle as you fell apart. All you You are dust. Your voice drowning in the white noise. Do you hear the echo begging you to let go? This earth, however was it made for? Just wait until tomorrow. It might not be as cold.
This is really quiet. Yeah, this vocal is not working for me.
Reborn again. And maybe if you called out for help, then I could help you. Outrun yourself, come run again. Come run again. I refuse to die. I refuse to die. But I refuse to die. I refuse to die. We are lost. We are lost.
There he is. Max is only back now because he was busy fapping to the image. Finally finished. Hey, Mackie. Okay, yeah, this track, I don't know, it's not to my taste really. Feels almost like it's kind of written to be like a pop song. I don't know. But the vocal just really wasn't working for me. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I think the kick could probably be a little more punchy. And like I would develop the drums a bit more because they are kind of underdeveloped. You know, there's not much going on there. It's a tough one. Oh, it's a remake of a pop song. You just don't know how to mix the vocals. I think the vocals sound mixed fine. There's nothing wrong with the way that they mixed. I think it's mostly like getting that backing track a bit more interesting and like developing the drums. There we go, Mackie knows. Reference Art School Girlfriend. That sounds like a pretty weeby name. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Kaz Benson. Where you at? That is not the right one. Do we see another Kaz Benson? Probably would be closer to the top. There we go.
All alone, you knew that I'm afraid of the deep end. In these lows, I'm alive, escaping my demons. Through any storm you could shine, far from the oceans and satellites. I know you've been waiting a while, but it's never too late. With you, I know I won't have to dream alone. There's a story to unfold, even when the sun goes cold. With you, I fall, and the stars will.
Well, I really like the like falsetto on this voice. I didn't really like it in like the chest voice, but I think also maybe it just needs to be mixed a bit differently, like to reduce the fundamental a little bit. Maybe you could play with like the formant to get it feeling a bit different over there, but over here it's really nice.
There's a story to unfold. You won't have to dream alone. I can't wait another life to know what I'm feeling. In your ways, I'm still alive. You're all that I'm breathing. Through any storm
We'll throw the
you
new
could
Kindred
shine.
collab for my album in your
Far
Discord smiley
from
face.
the oceans and satellites. I know you've been waiting a while, but it's never too late. But it's never too late.
Cool, man. Yeah, other than the vocal stuff, I think the instrumental's quite nice. The kick, I would maybe try and find like a more almost like acoustic sounding kick that has like a nice transient that's a little bit higher, because this one feels like really muffled, but at the same time like quite an electronic one, and I just feel like acoustic sounds for this style of song is the way to go. Like even if you take, I don't know, Addictive Drums or some Contact library that has acoustic samples in it and build the same exact drum beat out of it, that could be nice. Oh, my desk is moving. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I was thinking during that. Underfoot. Right. I really like that vocal. I think it should be a bit, maybe a little bit louder. But also over here, that vocal gets like drowned out by the really like transient heavy pluck that you have over there. So I think when the vocal plays, like make the vocal louder and maybe filter that pluck so that the vocal like comes a bit more to the front. Also, that pluck could maybe have I don't know, more delay on it, something to like connect the space between each, because it's such like a sparse melody. Like I just kind of want to fill the space between each note. The melody over here, this one, I think you could maybe turn it up a bit just when it's really filtered. The drums, I'm just not really a fan of like the sound of the hi-hat. It feels like really like thin and metallic. Shake is also quite thin, so like maybe if you pitch that shaker down like 3 semitones and get more mids in it, so it's got a bit more like body. And then with the offbeat hi-hat, try like layering it with another hi-hat that has a bit more of like a mid-range transient, like a 909 hi-hat, a 909 closed hi-hat. But just put that in quietly so it just gives the hi-hat a bit of weight. That could help a lot. And I think generally speaking here through this whole section, like every 4 bars or 8 bars, you could have like various different ear candy sounds, you know, just like little bits maybe of that vocal resampled and just having like a little bit of like a vocal swell or resample the melody, you know, just anything really tonal that pops out and keeps it feeling a bit more fresh. But yeah, it's a nice vibe and I really like that vocal. It's such a cool vocal. It sounds like it's something that maybe came out of Arcade or something. But yeah, it's nice. Right. Dayman. Do we not have a Dayman? Let's just try this again. Dayman. Okay, I have to look. I do not see a Dayman. Make yourself known. It's the pineapple. Oh, that's so weird. Why didn't it find you? Because your name is Dayman. Discord search function is shite.
Why can't you unprepared? You play hard, but it isn't fair. Let your heart grow, don't be scared. It won't defeat you if you dare.
Alright.
Life goes on, live all the imperfections. Time goes by, make sure you don't forget it. Live each day, not a faded memory. Not a faded memory. Looking in your eyes, it's like a falling free.
Vocal sounds like out of time. Like the singer's coming in a bit early a lot of the time.
After paradise, you and me. it's on when love is pain. Life goes on, but it will never be the same. Life goes on, live all the imperfections. Time goes by, make sure you don't forget it. Live each day, not a faded memory. Not a faded memory. Looking in your eyes, it's like I'm falling free. Trapped in paradise, you and me. I'm falling free.
Yeah, I think it just sounds like a really early song in your career. I would just write another 50 songs, try and make each one better than the last. Reference other tracks that you like and try and like compare them closely and see where the differences are. Like, are the hi-hats louder in the reference than mine? Is the kick different? What's different about it? Like, listen critically. I think it's a bit too early for me to give feedback on like details here. So yeah, keep on going. Let's do the next one. Nose. Josephina.
It's time to confess. You've shown your true light. Always hoped I'd be wrong to let it all go. Now I can't seem to find this noise in my head. It's screaming too loud. The pain in my chest I hold with regret. Can't seem to get out. Stories, your echo whispers in my ear. They're telling me secrets. Now I can't face in my life. I trace the lines, find my demons. The weight of the truth is alive. Letting go, losing you. Will I ever find me?
Okay, cool. I like her voice. Got a nice voice. I think the writing, the way it's been written, it's just like it feels like it's just constantly like verses, different verses and choruses. It's like for a dance track, it's very difficult to kind of follow it. I feel like with this kind of track, it's better to find like parts of this entire vocal that you've been given and just chop out the bits that sound like the best and turn them into like a hook. And then maybe I have like two verses and a hook or something. That way you can make it like a lot more easy to follow. And like after one listen, people can, or even while they're listening to it, can start like kind of latching onto it. Then mix wise, I think your drums, like a lot of them are very down in the mid range. Like your clap is like very, feels like it's quite like crunchy in like the, I don't know, 800, 900 hertz area. But then you got this offbeat shaker that's also like kind of sitting a bit further down. And so everything feels pushed like down into the middle. It's not like wide and open. You don't have like a really open mix. Same thing, the kick drums also got this like mid-range bump in it and not much of like a weighty sub. So it's also then like pushed up towards the middle. So like if I can visualize like a 3D image of what your track sounds like to me, like the way I'd like a mix to sound, it's like wide and open. So there's like hi-hats on either side of above my head. And then the kick is like hitting me down in the chest. You know, there's lots of room, and then like your vocal is in the middle and your instruments and stuff. The way yours is currently mixed, it all feels like very condensed down into this very small space, like in front of me. Yeah, and what Birch said, maybe the shakers and clap and everything together are overpowering for this track. I could feel like the drums should also be a little softer and kind of more in the back. Okay. Who's next? Capuchinator. Wait, where's... Oh, it's right here. How do you spell that? That was long ago. Okay, I can't find you, Capuchinator. Am I missing something? Is it? No. Is it this one? Starts with a K. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go into the next one until we discover who that is. Arnie.
All that I can see are your eyes. All that I can feel is my heart. Oh, and here we go again. I will meet you at the end. We will never take the leap. Keep this playing on repeat before we fall to pieces, pieces, pieces. And I fear I might be losing all of my mind, all of my mind. And when it feels different, we go hit the rewind, all the rewind. Oh, and here we go again. I will meet you at the end. When we're standing on the edge, you go right and I go never take the leap. Keep this playing on repeat before we fall to pieces, pieces, pieces.
Nice one. Nice vocal. I enjoyed the overall composition feels nice. Mix was good. Don't really have like much improvements to suggest here. Yeah, I mean, if I have to nitpick, I would say maybe improve the drums a bit more, and the sound design on that main pluck is a little bit, standard melodic house saw wave pluck. Maybe you could find something a bit more stand out, or try layering some like weird omnisphere transient in there, like a kalimba, or like, I don't know, just I love going through Omnisphere and trying out, like they just have a whole list of weird stuff that they've sampled, and you can take a pluck like this and then layer it with those samples, and you can often find something a bit more interesting. And then the drums, maybe like adding a nice like mid-rangey tom pattern in there would be nice. It's also really short, but I think maybe for the style it works to have a really short radio edit like this. Okay, so back to the other track, which is the Melodic House one. What is it called again? This one. Try One. so immediately this track feels very like robotic. You know, the ARP is like very straight. There's not much movement and automation. Maybe you can find like a different preset for the ARP, one that has like a bit more movement in the filter, and you can also create that movement by automating things like your filter envelope and the envelope amount, just to get it like moving around a bit more. And then the chords also feel like very whoom, whoom, like every chord change feels exactly the same, just from like a sound design perspective. So it starts to feel very like on the grid and straight and robotic. And then right here, as I've paused it, it sounds like that vocal atmosphere is out of key. That vocal is out of key. Yeah, I think you need to get that into key. I'm not going to play it through because it's quite uncomfortable that it's out of key. Kick drum, you could probably get like a more subby kick. Okay, I think that's about it for this. Okay, so this anonymous, I think, is Michael. Wherever he is. There we go. like it, man. Nice track. I think the drums sound nice. The melodies are nice. The only thing I felt like could be probably improved is the sound design on the leads, on the plucky sound. Yeah, I'm probably being a bit nitpicky. It's not that bad. It's a nice sound. I just felt like, I don't know, again, something a bit more unique could be nice than the, standard soul wave kind of sound. But otherwise, struggling to find things that are wrong with it. Sounds good. Okay. Bruno Ortiz.
Leave them be.
Yeah, I feel like this is a nice bass for the track, but I can hear like so much room for a melody in there. You can even hear a melody in there.
that you say is nothing, not an atom can move outside of the will of God.
Yes.
And I just want to say I want to find myself in that at every moment.
Yes. What have you found so far?
It's true.
Let the mind return to the heart.
Leave them be.
I think, especially over here, you could really develop that piano and like take the melody from just like dun, 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 dun. Like keep developing it, add more notes to the melody. Like there's so much room, so much space in there. You could even like go up an octave and make this drop really big. Yeah, at the moment it's kind of just like the same progression over and over again, although it's a really nice progression. But there's so much room to develop it. And over here you could make a huge drop, like lots of emotion. Yeah, I can hear like so many different ways you could take that piano in my head. I look tired? I don't feel tired, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Ooh. That's a nice tune. It just needs to really be developed a lot, I think. Ooh, Doublicious. Let's check it out.
Buy a drink?
Yeah, I'd love one. Sit down. You help yourself.
I came here to call in a customer. But they give me a hard time because I'm a girl.
Is that how you think of yourself?
As a sales rep?
As a girl?
I don't have a problem with it.
I like your hair. I like your outfit.
Well, this is your game I've never played before.
It's not a game. It's not something you play.
Well, does this make any sense to you?
It's something that happens. It's like seeing someone for the first time. You could be passing on the street. And you look at each other for a few seconds. There's this kind of a recognition. You both know something. The next moment the person's gone. And it's too late to do anything about it. You think to yourself, what if I had stopped? What if I had said something? What if? What if? You only have a few times you want. You only have a few times you want.
Okay. Yeah, I've given you already quite a lot of feedback on this, but I still think the vocal just isn't really working. Like, it's too muffled. You can't really hear what's being said, and there's just too much of it to where it's like you almost start like zoning out and stop trying to listen to it because I just can't really make out what they're saying most of the time. Maybe like if you know the movie, which I don't, maybe you have more of a connection to it. But yeah, I would just, like I've said before, choose maybe one or two phrases and just place them like rhythmically in the track or in a way where it's like a bit more catchy and you can follow it easily. But yeah, the instrumental's sounding good, man. All right. Mackie. Okay. Mackie and Kindred.
don't waste your time. Stars glow, but they might not align. Don't waste your time, baby, don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time, baby, don't waste your time. Don't waste your
Cool. Yeah, that was something different. Reminds me of like Marion Porter Robinson. Those guys. What do you call it? Complextro. I think one of the sounds that was bugging me throughout is the like I don't know how to even describe it. It's like this sound that happens right here. Like it's quite abrasive and like metallic. Maybe turn that down or just ditch it. And yeah, every time it like bass and kick disappears and then comes back in, it's like a little bit underwhelming. I think you need to maybe like swap the kick or no, the bass feels kind of loud. It's just lacking that like oomph when it comes back in. And maybe a kick that has like more of a pitch decay on it. Like yours is it's very short and like quite subby, but it doesn't have that like mid-range like punch that like hits you in the chest. And so maybe if you find a kick with more of a pitch decay on it, you'll suddenly get that like vibe. I don't know, I need to hear like everybody was talking about Matt Zo. Maybe Matt Zo. I don't know what track. Easy. Yeah, it's exactly what I was talking about. Look at the kick in this. If you look at mini meters, look at the shape of the kick. It's like this really gentle curve. It's got like a long decay on it. And then yours is like this. Really, it doesn't have much of a decay on it. The kick changes from drop 1 to drop 2. Ah, yeah, the second one's even worse. Why are you using two different kicks? Maybe that's also what threw me off, is that this one feels a bit heavier and like punchy. And then you go into like a flatter, not as punchy kick. But yeah, otherwise it's cool. Refreshing to hear some of this stuff. It's not like my personal preference in what I like to listen to, so it's hard for me to like give you feedback on the melodies and all of that stuff. But it feels in line with that sort of style. Okay, there's another anonymous. Who is that? Because we've done 2 anonymouses now. So we'll wait for that one to respond. I'm going to listen to Burl Faircloth. Oh, where is he? There you go. The hi-hat keeps like dipping down in volume and then coming back up. It's throwing me off. Some of the sounds feel out of key, like that banner. And I think the atmosphere is also out of key. And this is missing some bass. The gap there was weird, like between, you know, the snare roll and the drop. It's like this little gap of dead silence. Okay, yeah, I think this track needs, I don't know, more elements, but mostly a bass line. You kind of got this like M1 organ bass, but it's got like almost no sub in it, so it feels like it's missing. And then like most of the thing that I would work on fixing is the elements that all feel a bit out of key. And then also that hi-hat that's like dipping down and then coming back in. It's weird that it does that. And the little gap over here. I'd fix that. Righty. All right. Oh yeah, the next one is Tamale. Hey, Callum.
across a track.
Okay, I think the mix in this is just like overly compressed or limited or something, because it's like got this weird kind of jumpiness to the like it just feels like the overall master is, I don't know, overly compressed. And that like synth with like the slapback delay is also kind of like bobbing in and out really fast. I don't know what exactly you're doing, but it just feels like you need to back off on compression. I think maybe you tried really hard to push it loud, but the kick is so loud that it's limited struggling to deal with it. So I think you could just probably turn down that kick. Like the vibe of it's kind of cool and dark. I think that brr, brr sound just is played too much. It was kind of cool when I first heard it, but now, you know, it's lost its novelty. But yeah, overall it's not really like my taste, this kind of super, I mean, I do like some of the dark stuff. I guess melodically it's just not really connecting with me that much. But yeah, definitely turning down the kick and like backing off on limiting and stuff will help. Okay, guys, I need to kind of rush through the next few because, wow. Yeah, I definitely won't be able to make it through all of these. I gotta go in, I can maximum go for another 15 minutes. Then I gotta go. So yeah, let's do Zapor, and then Birch. That might be everybody that I can do. I'm gonna kind of go a bit more forward into this just to save some time. Can you hear some top loops that I made in there? Yeah, I think that pad, that kind of like mid-rangey pad is too mid-rangey. Maybe need some sidechain and to just turn it down. Maybe like bring up the sub a bit and turn down like 150 to like 400 hertz, stuff in that range. Hey, Just a Dream. Oh, and Shri. problem is just that pad in the mid-range. Maybe I would just ditch it overall and go for something a bit more like subtle, just like a drone with, maybe 1 or 2 notes. That one sounds like it's like a full chord, but it's too low, so it's like really muddy. And then maybe bring up like the hi-hats a little bit, get a bit more sub in there. But yeah, otherwise the melodies and stuff are kind of giving me Lost Miracle vibes. With the I don't know, at some point it sounds like you have like a bit of almost like a key change that sounds Middle Eastern. Okay, I'm going to go into the next track, which was Birch. It's a remix of York and Cam Can't Sleep, Aluma. Nice. Yeah, man, I enjoyed that. It was really nicely done. To be honest, I haven't heard the original. I need to still listen to it. Sorry, Callum. But I really like this. Like, I don't know what you've done differently, what's from the original or not. But if I heard this as an original, I would listen to this track just like this. I enjoyed it. It's nice. Don't really have any feedback on like things to improve. It all sounds well mixed. It's nice and groovy. Stays interesting. So yeah. Yeah, guys, I unfortunately have to go. I have other commitments, but I see a few other people have still got donations. So if you if you want your money back, just drop me a message on Instagram DMs or something, and I'll arrange to get it sent back. But yeah, sorry I couldn't get to everybody. All right, guys. Have a lovely weekend. Thanks for sending it in. And I'll see you next week for more live streams. Peace.